What is going on, Trash Talkers? We are back with another episode for you. In today's video, we're going to give you our bets and predictions for Super Bowl 56. All that and much more coming your way right now! All right, Nick, the big game is finally here. We are mere days away from Super Bowl 56 kicking off in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium. I cannot wait for this game. We have the Rams, we have the Bengals. We have such a high octane matchup at our feet. Nick, why don't you break down the Rams and tell us why you're high on them in this game?
Well, Mike, the Rams have been absolutely on fire as of late. Cooper Kupp has looked incredible. One of the best wide receivers to play in the playoffs in quite a long time. This guy is incredible. The Triple Crown master. This guy with Matthew Stafford has been unbelievable, and it's only getting better from here. I don't think that the Cincinnati Bengals are ready for this matchup. When you add what the Rams are doing on the ground game, it hasn't been what it was in the regular season. But they had 2 weeks rest, and that's exactly what Cam Akers and Sony Michel need. They're going to be much more dynamic in this matchup. They're going to be able to really split up this Bengals defense and really confuse them. To me, this Rams offense is going to set the tone. And then when you look at the defense, Aaron Donald coming up against this interior offensive line, he's going to have a field day. This is where all those sacks come from. Aaron Donald, watch him have 2, 3, even 4 sacks in this game and make himself Super Bowl MVP. Von Miller, he's going to channel in that Super Bowl 50 energy and get his sacks coming off the edge. Leonard Floyd will get his, and Jalen Ramsey is going to go lock down Jamar Chase. There is nothing the Cincinnati Bengals can do in this matchup. I know people think it's going to be close. I think it could be close as well, but I think the Rams have everything it's going to take to get past them.
Honestly, the Cincinnati Bengals have nothing to lose in this matchup. They are the underdog. They have been the underdog literally the entire time they've been in these playoffs. The Cincinnati Bengals were never expected to contend for their division, win their division, win in the playoffs, win the AFC, and now make it to the Super Bowl. Why not continue defying all the odds and winning Super Bowl 56 in SoFi Stadium against the Los Angeles Rams? That would put the ultimate underdog story to the test. And honestly, the Bengals can do it. Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon heading up this offense. You talked about Jalen Ramsey and some of the defenders that the Rams have. Absolutely phenomenal players 5 years ago. Now it's the Bengals' time. They have what it takes to get the job done. The Rams, they were there in 2018, and they're about to see exactly why they came up short yet again. Now it's the Bengals instead of the Patriots, and they are going to absolutely demolish this defense. Joe Mixon was the number 2 running back in the NFL all season long. He hasn't shown it in the playoffs thus far, but he's been saving his best for the Super Bowl. This offensive line loves being able to run the football, and the Los Angeles Rams defensive line hates defending against the run. It is going to be the Bengals controlling the clock, controlling the pace, and frustrating the hell out of Matthew Stafford because he's going to be over on the sideline with the ball out of his hands. It is going to be one hell of a show for the Cincinnati Bengals offense. It is up to them, and they have the tools to get it done. On the defensive side of the ball, I fully expect this team defense to continue playing lights out. We saw them bottle up and completely confuse Patrick Mahomes, not only in the second half of that game, but also in overtime. They've been up against some of the best offenses in the NFL and have shut them down at times. The Los Angeles Rams are not one of the best offenses in the league. They're not even top 5. They've gone against the Buffalo Bills. They've gone against the Kansas City Chiefs, who, in my opinion, are much better. The Buccaneers and the Packers were much better. I think the Bengals have what it takes to get the job done here, and I fully expect this to be a very close, high-scoring matchup.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that we're on opposite sides here. I have the Rams, you have the Bengals. But moving over to the bets, everybody wants to put some money on the Super Bowl, right? Well, looking at the spread, it's 4.5 points in the favor of the Los Angeles Rams. The total point on this matchup, 48.5. Vegas does not think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. As we've seen out of these two, they put up a lot of points throughout the playoffs. Vegas doesn't think it's going to happen here. I think when we look at this, I'm going to look at the analytics and look back at the last few weeks. The Cincinnati Bengals have covered on 13 games this year and have covered throughout the playoffs. I'm going to continue with that streak. To me, the Cincinnati Bengals will keep this close, and I'm going to take them at that 4.5 point spread. I believe that they're going to get this job done.
I agree with you. I like the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 4.5. I believe no matter what happens, it will probably be a field goal. And since I have the Bengals winning, I'll take 4.5 points and ride into the sunset with that. On the opposite hand, though, I'm going with that over. I believe the 48.5 is just a little too low. I believe that Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins are going to absolutely light up the skies for Cincinnati. Joe Mixon is going to get involved in the running game. And on the opposite side, you have Odell Beckham Jr., Cooper Kupp. This aerial assault for the Rams is going to be no joke. And who knows what the running game will look like, but Matthew Stafford's never needed a running game before. Why start now? All right, well, I want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments down below who you take in Super Bowl 56 and what bets you guys are placing. All right, well, that's going to be all for now. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. We go live every single day. That'll be all. Peace and love.